Welcome everybody, this is the Dickie Jr. Dice Game Show, and tonight we're going to talk about some shit about this, we're going to talk about some shit about that, how the damn deep state is doing this, the deep state doing that, and Maduro, well, everybody think it's about the oil, but it ain't about the goddamn oil, it's other shit going on down there, child trafficking, drug trafficking, all kinds of shit going on, and it's supposed to be a damn tunnel down there or something underground, and they said they got to shut that shit down, so anyway, welcome to the Dickie Jr. Dice Game Show. And I'm Dickie Jr. Click, click.
.44-yard field goal to tie. The wind at his back. The snap is good. The ball put down. The kick is up and no good. Wide right. Wide right. The Bills kicker missed a field goal. Wide right. Jubilation for the Chiefs sideline. 1:43 to go. Bass missing wide right from 44.
Set your clocks, mark your calendars, and buckle up for the best NFL primetime football action starting September 4th on Westwood 1. You can catch all the bone-crashing hits, last-second heroics, and edge of your seat action at NFL Thursday, Sunday, and Monday nights have to offer. Whether you tailgating, driving, or chilling at home, don't miss a single snap. Listen on the NFL app, the Westwood One Sports app at westwood1sports.com, or just say, Alexa, open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. Ha! Alright, outdoor crew, it's your into fishing, camping, and getting off the grid. Meet your new best friend, the Hunter Orange 25 quart cooler from Caddy Sports. This isn't your average cooler. It's remolded for max durability, bear-proof, and 20% lighter than other brands, so it's easy to haul whether you're deep in the backcountry or just sitting up at the dock. You'll get up to 3 days of ice retention thanks to thick, high-performance installation that means cold drinks, fresh food, and fewer ice to run, whether you're chasing muddy offshore or posting up at the campsite. Best part is 40 to 50% cheaper than the big name coolers, but still built to perform season after season. And like all Caddy Sports name brands, gear is proudly made in the US. So use code RUMBLE at checkout for 10% off of your order today. That's caddysports.com. Go grab the Hunter Orange 25 cooler and keep your next adventure ice cold.
It's 2026. I guess people would think this is a lie, so I'm just going to show who I really am. This is me.
Please watch this video.
So we're going to expect civil war in the United States.
Then you're gonna have the Americans start to attack Venezuela and possibly other countries in South America. So America is in for a bad time, okay? China, yeah, I mean, Japan and China and India, they're all gonna have conflicts with each other. But also what we should expect is that America starts to embargo China, meaning America uses its sea power to block China from accessing resources from overseas. And China imports most of its oil and a lot of its food. So if there's a blockade of China, you can expect the Chinese economy to really suffer, okay? All right, and then what we can expect to happen is America at some point will go to war with Iran, and this will destroy both countries, okay? Iran will not lose this war, but it won't win this war either because America is just gonna bomb the crap out of Iran. It's just gonna send Iran back decades. But America will lose this war, but this is important because if America loses war, it's forced out of the Middle East. And once it's forced out of the Middle East, all its military assets goes to Israel, which creates the Pax Judaica. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? That's the plan. Okay, now you have Pax Judaica.
So at the end of this video, this professor talks about Pax Judaica, which is basically New World Order. So after the US and Iran go to war with each other, both countries will be destroyed, neither country will win, the US will be pushed out of the Middle East, but all of the US's assets will then be transferred to Israel. Israel will emerge as the winner. Corporations and tech companies like Google will then move to Israel to create a global surveillance system. Right now, Israel has the most advanced surveillance system in the world. And at the same time, Mossad agents will be all around the world like they are right now, creating division and chaos. And for that, you need financing. So the banks from the US will also move to Israel. And the Israeli currency will then become the global dominant currency. Does that make sense? That is how we arrive at Pax Judaica, the New World Order. But here is the slither of hope that we have. So back in September of last year, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a defense pact that had the language of a NATO-style alliance, which is something that no Muslim nations ever had before. This is what the West fears deeply, is all of the Arab nations, all of the Muslim nations, creating a NATO-style alliance. This would threaten their power, which is why they poured trillions of dollars to create chaos and instability in the entire eastern region. Here's what's interesting. The UAE is normalizing relations with Israel, and that threatens Saudi Arabia's sovereignty. So Saudi Arabia is quietly creating diplomatic relations with Iran when they historically have been enemies. It is unity. Unity is the only thing that can save us from Pax Judaica and New World Order.
Day 13, Iran is facing one of its most serious internal crises in years. As of January 10th, protests are active across multiple Iranian provinces. What began as an economic anger turned into an open political defiance. The Iranian government has imposed a near total internet and mobile network blackout, cutting citizens off from messaging apps, social media, and most external communications in the past 48 hours. Connectivity monitors confirm this is one of the most severe shutdowns Iran has done in years. Security forces, police, Revolutionary Guards have deployed nationwide. Human rights groups report dozens unalived, hundreds injured, and thousands detained as authorities use force to suppress the demonstration. We've seen some claims up to over 200 to 300 unalived. With ground networks down, attention has shifted to satellite internet, including Starlink. While there is no confirmed mass access inside Iran, officials are actively monitoring satellite connectivity as the regime tries to maintain information control. So that's kind of the wrap of what we've got on there. We'll continue to monitor the story, provide you the latest.
Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today.
موتوراشون بگار است دارم میگیرم دارم
ماشین دستیجی رو آتیش زدن
city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name, Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Krasner, who said he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away for them to hide you. None of that here. None of that here. Law enforcement professionals do not shoot at moving vehicles. I'm not saying fleeing, because she wasn't fleeing. She was getting out of the way. Law enforcement professionals do not stand in front of moving vehicles invoking an action that is illegal. No, we don't. And so we stand here today with all those who stand against the made-up, fake, what you can call ICE, professional law enforcement. I don't call them none of that. I call them made-up, fake, wannabe law enforcement. Because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will whisk you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. And the fake, whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail. Renee Good should be here today. And to her family, we are saying law enforcement professionals are not the ones here in this city that would do that. But here's the last thing that I will say. Law enforcement professionals around the country do their job, and we have been fighting for years to build that bridge between us and our communities. You had one negative nutcase that causes this problem, and now we all have to fight again to let people know law enforcement works with communities. These crimes would not be down if we didn't have communities work with us. Thank you. Good afternoon.
The U.S. Embassy in Venezuela just issued an updated security alert explicitly warning Americans to depart Venezuela immediately due to imminent and extreme safety risks on the 10th of January of 2026. The current U.S. travel advisory for Venezuela is level 4, do not travel, the highest risk level, indicating life-threatening risks. The key reasons that they gave for this is severe and ongoing threats to U.S. citizens, including wrongful detention, torture in detention, terrorism, kidnapping, arbitrary enforcement of local laws, violent crime, civil unrest, poor health infrastructure, and widespread shortages. The advisory stresses that the U.S. government has no ability to provide emergency services or consular assistance in Venezuela, as the U.S. Embassy in Caracas has been suspended since March of 2019. And it's actually being managed through the embassy in Bogota, Colombia. All U.S. citizens in Venezuela are strongly advised to depart immediately, including those traveling on Venezuelan or other foreign passports. There is no safe way to travel to or within the country. I don't know what that means, that this is a new thing. This just happened today. This tells me that the situation remains extremely volatile, with risks of arbitrary detention, violence, and limited U.S. support. And the U.S. government has reiterated that Americans should not travel to Venezuela for any reason and prioritize departure if you're in the country right now. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that something big is coming and they're trying to warn people or what, but that's pretty significant if you ask me.
Hey y'all, Tired of paying outrageous prices for your medication while other countries pay just a fraction of the cost? Y'all know President Trump just signed an executive order to fix this problem. But why wait? BlockbusterHealth.com is already offering Americans these savings right now. I'm talking right now. We're talking up to 80% off of the same exact medications you're already taking. Same brand, same quality, just fair prices. Whether it's Ozempic, insulin, or any other prescription, Blockbuster Health connects you directly with licensed pharmacies that offer international prices. No middleman, no markup, just honest prices. So call 1-888-350-1353. That's again 1-888-350-1353, or just visit BlockbusterHealth.com. Americans should not have to choose between their health and their wallet. So check it out. Once again, that number is 1-888-350-1353, or just visit BlockbusterHealth.com.
So USPS is now issuing memos reminding workers to carry essential service letters and IDs to bypass travel restrictions during emergencies like epidemics, hurricanes, or civil unrest, right, y'all? The government is preparing while we're in the dark, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck are they preparing for. Now, the last time truckers saw these letters in their industry, or any type of post service workers saw it in their industry, or anyone that was in the federal government type of position, was in 2020. During COVID, when they were doing all of these lockdowns and shit. Now we're having all of these flu reminders, and everyone's getting sick, and everyone's talking about they have this strand of something they can't comprehend. But here's what the letter states, okay, you guys? It says, during large-scale emergencies, epidemics, hurricanes, civil unrest, etc., states and locals may basically issue curfew orders or other directives restricting travel and other commercial and personal activities. Many of these orders will explicitly exempt providers of essential services, right, y'all? Now, I remember that I used to be an essential worker. I was considered an essential worker in healthcare, CNA work, right, y'all? And that was during 2020. Honestly, y'all, these motherfuckers be knowing what's going to happen before it happens, and the fact that they're sending out these letters, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, y'all. It hasn't happened since 2020, okay, y'all? And on this letter, it says, like, you know, it's critical that all employees and contractors carry their postal ID badge with them at all times. If encountered or stopped by state or local, law enforcement officials enforcing travel restrictions, the postal employee or contractor should identify themselves as a postal service employee, ... You just read the letter, y'all. What I'm saying to y'all is this. We're seeing what's happening all around the world with what's happening with our military, with the police officers, with ICE, and what they're doing to regular citizens, right? Because they're no longer just going after what they describe to be illegal immigrants. They're going after anyone that they choose. And honestly, this shit is a fucking joke. I feel like they want to have some type of rage. They want us to fight back. They want to issue a martial law. They want to be able to use the technology they have on us, even though they're using it every single fucking day. I mean, there's something that's really going on, and we have to all pay attention and also prepare ourselves and prepare our family. This is the time to be having those serious conversations with our family members about what we could do if specific situations were going on. Right? This is no time for everyone to be acting like they want to be so isolated. They want to be apart from family members. They want to be this way and that way. No. Stick together, stand together, and pay attention. Talk to your neighbors. We all have to stand together within this, because it's some wild shit going on, and we all have to pay attention, okay? Seriously.
Listen, when I say the spiritual downloads is flowing in, they flowing in, y'all. I don't think that this is going to end well, especially for ICE, but for majority American people. I see civil unrest coming very, very soon. Very. And I just want y'all to be prepared. And remember that lot of people knew this and still chose not to be prepared. Treated this like a conspiracy theory. It's not. It's your fucking right to. But, hey, can't save everybody.
Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G. Hope everybody can hear me. Can you hear me? Because we finna go in, but it's not a live. This is gonna be a good one. Like I said, this is on the Civil War 2026. Like I said, we've been telling people this for a long time that this was going down, this was coming. You know what I'm saying? I've been warning people ever since 2012, because 2012 of the request.
Grand Rising, everybody. I wasn't paying attention. Dice slipped out on me. I don't know what happened to him. He was giving the intro. But anyway, welcome everybody. Dickie Jr. Dice Game Show. And I don't know where the hell Dice went to, but yeah, we're gonna talk about the Civil War. Well, it don't have to be a Civil War, but if they want one, we'll damn sure give them one. Ain't no biggie. But the Civil War, I don't think is with us. I think the Civil War is within themselves. We ain't gotta do shit. We just sit back and watch and look at this shit and laugh just like we've been doing. But be damn prepared for anything. Like Tupac said in that song, I'm ready for whatever. And that's what time it is. Be ready for whatever. But anyway, yeah, there's gonna be some civil unrest probably coming. And we know that a lot of people get kind of tore up every damn time somebody mentions Trump's name. It's like hatred come out in their damn heart. But see, a lot of people don't know what Trump's doing in the background either. And yeah, he's preparing for civil unrest just in case these old crazy ass cops and state troopers and shit, these little militias and shit want to get cocky because they think they came over here and took some shit and they think they supposed to fucking keep it. Well, you know, that's why all these damn National Guards and stuff I think are in place. Yeah, I'm here. And I think that's the reason why. Yeah, can you hear me?
Diggy.
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, it's like you breaking up.
Oh, really?
You breaking up over there.
I'm breaking up. Still breaking up.
I can barely hear you. I don't know what's going on. This platform breaking up so bad.
All right then, Dice. You just hold tight. Let's see if we can straighten this out.
Diggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Man, I don't know what's going on with this platform, dog. Oh man, it's going crazy. It keep cutting me off and everything.
Well, hold tight. We finna do something different.
I know. I hear you. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's on my side too.
Oh, you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, I hear you clear now. At first, you were breaking all up. You was chopping up, and it kicked me out.
it kicked me out like 3 times, and I was like, "What the hell is going on with this?" You know what I mean? Like you said, we've been having problem with these devices, bro.
Yeah, I was telling everybody about civil unrest because hey, a lot of people don't know what Trump doing in the background, and a lot of these melanated folks need to stop hating on Trump. Y'all can hate on him if you want to, but y'all ain't got to know how much he done for black folks, but don't brag about it and don't bring it up for no political points or nothing like that. Like, hey niggas, look what the fuck I've been doing for y'all. I just ain't bragging about it. Well, see, don't nobody talk about it. That's because they don't know about it. But in the background, Trump do a lot of shit for black people. They just don't know about it. He don't talk about it, and they don't know about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, damn. I mean, if you research on like you say you are, or if you are researching, you will know these things. And then when he started pardoning all these black folks, I mean, they should have put a bug in your ear right there. You know what I mean? But
Uh huh.
we,
Well, I
but we know, you know what I'm saying. There's some things that he's working on in the dark. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
he
'cause
ain't
I heard
released.
he been feeding black people for decades. He just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
talk. But like he said, he don't already public admitted, and I got a video of it somewhere where he says he wished he could have been born an educated black man if he could get to reincarnate. That's what he want to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And we also know, you know what I'm saying. Basically, he hung around, he grew up around, you know what I'm saying, the black community. You know what I'm saying. He hung around with Mike Tyson. You know,
Growed
he
up.
hung around. Go
I
ahead.
can't say if he growed up around him, but as a child growing up and stuff.
I say growed up
But
with
one,
him. I ain't say growed
yeah,
around him. Growed up with him.
yeah, yeah. But one thing I can say, 'cause I done had several people verify this, even though I wasn't there. But they all verified the same damn thing. Uh, Trump gonna hang out with the black with the melanated rappers and shit. Once they get through partying with the white folks, they gonna hang out with them. See, he
Yeah,
was doing it for decades, even before he ran for president. That's why I kept saying, how the fuck y'all gonna be friends for 30 goddamn years, and then all of a sudden you run for president, and everybody saying you a dirty dog, and y'all partying together and all the time and shit. That shit didn't make no sense, and I don't know why most melanated people couldn't see through that shit. But here's the reason why they didn't see through that shit: is they idols and they icons start talking the same goddamn shit. So they
yeah,
idols and
yeah,
they icons became the voice of their fucking mind. You
yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah. Cause
Yeah.
we got a number to see full of followers. That's all you saying right there. We got a whole bunch of followers right there. You know what I mean? So I mean, damn. We know that his name was been talked about damn near on every rapper songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even Tupac was saying a lot of stuff about Trump. You know what I mean? But I got my own grudge against Donald Trump if he don't go on and release this what he got in the back, with in the dark, you know what I'm saying, especially about these tribunals, you know what I'm saying. If he don't, he got to let the truth out now, you know what I mean. You know what I
Well,
mean, it's just real.
it's coming.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a little slow. Now I agree with you on that. I mean, it's a little slow about coming to the public. But if the public really wanted to know, they could have already done fucking found out for us. I'm
Well,
concerned.
yeah, yeah. But
If they
it can
really
stop
want
our
to know.
it can stop our majority of these attacks. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, the thing
Motherfucker.
about it, people need to stop relying on fucking mainstream media to fucking tell them something. Go find it for
Well,
your
yeah.
goddamn self. That's what
Well,
the
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
People relying
You
on
know.
fucking mainstream media to skip back, fucking tell them something. Shit, fuck mainstream media. Shit, go find
Yeah,
that
because
shit.
I mean, you're right
Fucking,
about that because what
and
happened? What happened?
Go ahead, go ahead.
What happened in Minnesota? You know what I'm saying about saying the ICE agents shooting Renee good in the face. You know what I mean? and I don't want to mean it like that. I ain't saying it's trying to be, all hardcore, and I'm not meant it like that. I'm just saying, that a lot of people took, what's the narrative been spent that, well, she was trying to get out, she was trying to get away, or she was trying to, she didn't meant to run over and all that shit. But we seen the footages. We all seen the footages. You know what I mean? And if that was anybody else, mashing the gas like that, and then a law enforcement in front of 'em, and that person would have got shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? It won't be no big uproar about it. You know what I mean? You seen people come out the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? You see the media trying to spin this shit like, what I'm saying, they just shot an innocent woman. But we knowing now because we doing our research that this woman wasn't innocent. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and you find out a lot of stuff about her too. You know what I mean? Because she was working with a pay agency. You know what I'm saying? And she had 3 kids. And then now we finding out that the shooting was on 33rd Street. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what 33 mean. That's a Masonic number. You know what I'm saying? So do we look at this like this was another ritual that was going on, but it played too far. It wasn't meant for nobody to get killed. You know what I mean? It was just to make the ice, what I'm saying, get uproar and mad and trying to, do stunt like this. Was this a setup? What you think? You still there, Dick?
Yeah, I think she got employed by the deep state cabal. She's part of a protest organization, and she signed up to protest against fucking Nine Ice. Well, there's consequences when you fucking protesting. If you think I'm lying, that's them protesters out there in damn Oregon, Charlotte, uh, St. Louis. They all got in trouble. And if I'm not mistaken, some of them even got hurt.
Yeah, yeah,
But see, that's when you sign up for BS, you get BS.
yeah, yeah,
So she
yeah.
signed up for bullshit and she got bullshit. But here's the thing about it. They want to try to say she was fleeing the scene. Once she jumped in that car and turned that damn car toward that damn officer that was standing in front of her and he got a gun pointed at her, that became a deadly weapon at
Oh
that
no,
very
yeah,
moment
yeah,
under their
yeah,
protocols. Now I'm not
yeah,
saying
yeah.
they right about
I
it,
mean,
but under their protocols, that became a damn deadly weapon because it was aimed right at him. And then she put her foot on the gas and started moving. And if he hadn't got out the fucking way, uh, he would have got run over. But here's what the proper thing about it. I'm trying to figure out why didn't he stand in front of him and shoot through the windshield? That's what the rest of them would have done. They just shot through the
right,
goddamn windshield.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm thinking, why did he go around to the side of the car to make sure he get to shoot her head? Because he done got tired of her head? Because she been following his ass around. But see, this same cop done been in trouble before, I think.
Well,
Uh,
got in a situation where somebody pulled off on him like weeks before, and this person, this male, he drugged him like 300 feet. You know what I'm saying? Well, or more. 300 feet or more, and then his arm was cut up and got 33 stitches. You know what I'm saying? But receiving that accident. You know what I mean? So. That's why I said these 33s, you know what I'm saying? And they reporting on it, and it's coming out in the mainstream media. We know when these Masonic numbers come out in the mainstream media, these are rituals. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm just saying people just what I'm saying, do your gematria, because gematria, they use these numbers, and these numbers be fitting this perfectly. Then you see what these numbers symbolize, what they mean. And And I mean, you be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So all this shit is number been set up, all the shit that we've been hearing in the mainstream media, majority of all these hot topics and stuff that comes out, in the mainstream media. Breaking news type shit, you know what I mean? Look for the number. Look for the do your gematria, on it, and you'll see it. I mean, it lines up every time. And
Yeah, I need to get back into that damn gematria, cause I was into that shit
yeah,
about 10 years
yeah,
ago.
me too, me too. I
But
mean, I'm still
I
here,
need to
but
get
I
back
haven't,
into that shit,
yeah, me
cause I
too.
want
You know
to
what
see.
I'm
I want. I got a new great. Let's see. I got a great niece, was just born. Now I want to do some gematria on her name, some gematria on her nickname that we done gave her, and some gematria on Mama, and some gematria on Donnie. I'm trying to figure out which one of them just reincarnated. Is what I'm trying to get at.
you
One of
got,
them,
yeah, well, you got.
just reincarnated. Cause see, she came back on the day that Donnie checked out,
Mm-hmm.
and it came as a female. Now, by being she came back on the day that Donnie checked out, I'm thinking like, well, did Mama check back in on the day that Johnny checked out? Or did
Mm-hmm.
Donnie check back? Or did Donnie check back in, but this time he gonna do it as a woman?
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm saying it's one of them too. But I could be wrong. But I think it's one of them too. We already done gave her a nickname. We are gonna call her Jean Jean. Cause my mama name was Emma Jean. We gonna call her Jean Jean.
All right. And
Now back to the live.
mm-hmm.
Girl
The
in
Civil
Minnesota.
War.
She I ain't gonna say she got what she deserved, but she actually got what she was asking for. She was
Mm-hmm.
asking for trouble, and she got a little bit more she bargained for. Because see, they probably don't know they not gonna shoot you. We gonna be out there. We gonna protect. We not gonna let them get away with that. No, once that heifer got in that damn car, that became a deadly weapon. Now, shit, it ain't no doubt that they can't kill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying they want to make this like this is all the ICE, what I'm saying, agent's fault because and she should have let her you should have let her just pull right off and all this shit. And I was like, really? I said, really? Anybody else they wouldn't have done that? You know what I mean? And
Hey,
then especially the same he got into it in the same predicament, with another driver like weeks before pulling off on him. I
yeah,
mean,
now he
we
wasn't gonna let that happen again. No, he was not gonna let that because his ego was in full force when he shot that gal. Because he was not
uh,
finna let that happen again. Because I didn't know about he had done got the stitches and somebody pulled off on his ass, drug his ass down the
yeah,
road. He shouldn't have been
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
with him no way. I
yeah,
mean, I don't know, but if he was an ICE agent and he wasn't pulling over nobody that had any dealings to do with ICE and he was just doing a regular traffic stop, well, he probably got what he deserved because they don't got no jurisdiction on land anyway. But those federal ICE agents have been issued jurisdiction by the fucking military. So hey,
right. And Trump, you know what I'm saying, and he pulled the order out. I mean, I'm just saying, this what we were talking about years ago when Trump, what I'm saying, gave the authority to, what I'm saying, the military, you know what I'm saying. And you don't think that shit's still into play? That shit's still into play. That's why I said people ain't been doing their research on. And then I wanna bring this out too. Yeah, I'm not making it about race or nothing, but everybody see there's mostly white folks out there, what I'm saying, protesting and really doing all these stunts with ICE agents. And you hearing a lot of people black people on TikTok putting their opinion about this. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about these people ain't they not holding no punches either. You know what I mean? They were saying, she got what she deserved, or no damn where, what I'm saying, you cannot be pulling off, that vehicle is a lethal weapon, like you saying, you know what I mean? And yes, you can use a motherfucking vehicle for, what I'm saying, as a lethal weapon. I mean, you see when people get run over, you got people had died and been getting hit by cars. You know what I'm saying? And she was driving an SUV. So I mean, anything could have happened. If he wasn't, if say like he turned his head for a split second, and really didn't pay attention, she put her foot on the gas. He'd be on top of that hood, riding on down the street. You know what I'm saying? On top of a hood. Who
Yeah, but
knows? You
seemed
know
like
what I mean? This ain't.
the other cop seemed like he was trying to talk her out of it, but once she put that motherfucker in gear and he was standing in front of him, then he had to jump out the way. Well, he's probably hoping that his buddy didn't shoot her, but he wasn't
Yeah.
going to fucking stop her.
Well,
You know, he
I'm
would.
just saying. I'm just saying. This is what the deep state want. This is what the Democratic want, so they can go on and get this civil war brewing like they want. You know what I mean? And you see what's
But
going on now. I mean, in Minnesota. I mean, these people accident. These people is actually raised because of that shit started. I mean, that happened. But you people forgetting about the real problem at hand, that ICE is there to pick up all these felons and all these, what I'm saying, these foreigners, these immigrants, you know what I mean? Now it done turned into a new thing now. So you see that, I mean, they're getting a wave of low vibrational energy down there. You know what I mean? So that's what we was
well, see,
talking about years ago about these wars. Go ahead.
the mainstream media brainwashed the public into thinking that they supposed to protect fucking damn immigrants now, because they fucking immigrants. We not immigrants. They fucking immigrants. So
yeah.
they so now they brainwashed the public into thinking that we supposed to protect immigrants. Well, in my opinion, and as it is in the now, under man's so-called law, they in fucking violation. Now, universal law, well, they ain't just cause they want to be in another country, they ain't violating no law. Cause shit,
They ain't violent. Yeah, we know that. We know that. You know that. Yeah,
no
yeah,
law.
yeah,
Under the current
yeah,
situation, they in
yeah.
violation of law. Now, I done read the motherfucking damn HR something damn uh uh law in the Constitution about immigration, and from far as I'm concerned, and what I done read, they breaking the goddamn law. Under the, I ain't talking about under the damn the fake ass corporation bullshit. No, they breaking the law under the 1789 Constitution. Under the Republic.
Yeah,
Yeah, common law.
yeah,
They breaking
yeah,
that
come
law.
on.
They breaking
Yeah,
that constitutional law. So if we back
yeah,
as a republic, if Trump had to kill the corporation so we can go back to the republic, and he done killed the corporation, we operating on the republic, they are breaking the fucking law. Didn't nobody give a damn about, let's just say, when they bombed that apartment building a long time ago in Philadelphia. They bombed the whole apartment building trying to get to one damn family because they knew that family was indigenous and they had clout. And there's the motherfucking project apartment building. They bombed the whole fucking apartment building just to get it there. Didn't nobody give a fuck about that goddamn shit. Y'all didn't nobody raise no goddamn hell but us about that goddamn shit. And I don't think too many of us raised too much damn hell. We were just like in shock and awe. They did
yeah,
this fucking shit.
yeah, yeah. It's same way this damn shooter in Minnesota, this Minnesota ICE agent shot this woman. I mean, why is this the big thing? And you got major, you got all these illegal immigrants coming in and they raping and murdering, innocent children and raping, women and shit. I ain't making that no motherfucking big scene about it, but you got evidence on fucking YouTube and on these on these other sites that's showing the video of what happened. You know what I mean? So what you think? You just gonna sway everybody's mind and think, well, it's not, she's innocent in this. Come on, man. I'm just saying, I'm just so fed up with this shit. You know what I mean? Because that's how they've been brainwashing us from the get go. You know what I'm saying? And telling us
Well,
the sky is
it's a
green, and you know what I'm saying, and we know the sky is blue. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
I ain't gonna say it was a false flag event. It just turned out to look like a false flag event. But I don't see what they're raising too much hell about. I mean, shit. They did us like
What
it.
up?
What about this damn well, that was out there in LA, I believe it was. I think the LA cops and the LA County Sheriff they chasing this motherfucker. He melanated. They shot this son bitch up car 94 counted 94 bullet holes in his car. That's how much they shot this car. 94 bullet holes. I think and the person lived in the vehicle. Think he got shot 2 or 3 times though, but he did survive. But they shot 94 fucking damn times in that damn SUV. What was all the hell raising about that?
Well, I showed this because I didn't know. I didn't hear nothing about it. But they ain't saying nothing about shit like that. I mean, I'm just saying that's what made me think this is some type
Okay,
of ritual
let me
play.
let
That's what
let
I'm
me
saying.
give
This is
a
what I think this is some type of ritual play because they make sure we know the shit the shit they plan on, but the other little shit they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't report on it. You know what I mean? They don't. You don't hear shit about it. So what you think?
there was a guy down there on down there on 65th Street between Harding Place and Brentwood,
Right.
and somebody pulled him over or stopped to see what wrong with him or something, and then they called in because they wasn't in their jurisdiction, and so smoke came up. Supposedly this guy didn't have nothing but a box cutter in his hand. I
Oh yeah,
got a
I remember that.
video.
No,
I
I
got a
remember
video
that. I
of it.
remember that. I
And
remember that.
then
That was it.
I'm trying
What?
to figure out why didn't they all just storm this motherfucker, take shit from him, and the man still be alive? I'm trying to figure out why did they wait for a sharpshooter to come in and some more people with rifles? Cause see, one of them motherfuckers was instructed to take his ass out,
Yeah, that was it. That was
and
the play.
they shot that son bitch without having a gun in his hand. All he did was made a lunge with a box cutter in his hand and pow, 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 pow. And down he
Yeah,
go.
I
Now
remember.
here's what I'm saying.
I remember.
Was that a
I was down
stage?
there.
Was that a staged event? Why wasn't they raising hell about that? That's almost like shooting a motherfucker without you don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Right,
This
right.
man got a knife and
What?
y'all brought guns to a knife fight. Why do y'all bring batons?
Well, they didn't even check to see the man. You know what I'm saying? Had some type of mental mental illness or nothing. They didn't even check on that. They would just you know.
But
I'm
wait a minute,
thinking it
hold
was.
up.
I'm thinking this was some type of setup. Because I was
Wait a
there.
minute,
I
hold
was down there. I was stuck in traffic. Matter of fact, you brought that up. I was stuck in traffic. Matter of fact, we passed the scene over on the overpass. You know what I'm saying? When they did that. So Like I said, I remember that. That was around my cousin, you know what I'm saying, death around that time. So I remember that. So, so I mean, this is what we getting, man. This is what we getting. If you don't know that they when they come out in the mainstream media with hot topics or something breaking news, you know what I'm saying, and they reporting on it and they talk, believe me, it's a ritual though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go back and find, the mass shootings and shit like that, and go find other stuff and look at it, and you can see it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing but rituals they do. You know what I mean? So they can basically harvest the energy. You know what I mean? So we talk about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? About them, harvesting our fucking energy. You know what I mean? So you see
Yeah,
what
they do.
happened. You see what happened after this woman got shot. You see how everybody flood the damn internet, and the mainstream media start swinging it in their way and start really, what I'm saying, it just all it's another energy grab. You know what I mean? And it's like we said, they know us better than we know ourselves. So they know what's gonna get our juices flowing. You know what I mean? So and they do it to us all the time. You know, and I want to keep
Well,
bringing it up.
I just tell you like it. That shit didn't bother me. Didn't get my
Yeah,
juices flowing. Oh fuck
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah,
That shit didn't
yeah,
bother me not one motherfucking damn bit. I could care
yeah,
motherfucking damn less because hey, she got the karma that she was motherfucking asking for.
yeah, yeah. Well,
She
that's what
she
that's
didn't
what
have to
that was a lot of.
she didn't have to be out there. She could have made a conscious choice to say, hey, let me go see what the damn Constitution actually says about this law, and then let me see if these motherfuckers actually got the jurisdiction to be here. Did she do any of that? Mm.
No, no, no. She's out there getting paid to do what she do. They're trying to attack the ICE agent. That's what she do. And her
I
girlfriend,
can't.
I mean, her wife was out there recording the whole thing. Her wife was trying to get in the car. See now, people, I don't know if people peep that out. Her wife grabbed the doorknob before she pulled out. When she pulled out, that's when she almost ran over her too as well, because she was
Well,
she was
hold
trying to
on.
get in the she was trying to get in the car. Go ahead.
Well, okay, let's throw this shit out there just for the
Oh
just for
yeah,
the
I'm
fucking
gonna
hell
throw
of
some shit.
just,
We've been a
just for the
dialogue
hell
real
of it. I'm
quick.
gonna throw this shit
Yeah,
out there. Well, the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
girlfriend's out there filming. She just snatched the daughter
yeah.
out the car first. She done already made a deal with these motherfuckers that we gonna let that cop shoot that motherfucker, kill that bitch. We gonna pay you X amount of dollars,
Hey,
not to say nothing. Plus, you gonna get to sue the
oh
city
no,
on top of that. So now let's just say if she done already made a deal with the devil. And she sacrificed that goddamn bitch her motherfucking self.
hey, you know what I'm saying? You can't rule out anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't saying that we reaching. I ain't saying anything is possible. But you see her wife was out there and she was trying to get in the car. If you don't believe me, go back and
Well,
check
if
the
she
footage and
snatched the
shit.
daughter out the car before she moved, she knew
No,
something
no,
was getting
no.
ready to fuck. If she
What?
got if the one was on the film and got the little girl or the daughter out the car before the other one
Was
got
a little
shot,
girl out there? I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a little girl in there.
you said a
Oh,
while ago.
no, I
Yeah.
said she was trying to get her wife was trying to get in the car. She was trying to get
Oh,
in.
get
She was
in the
trying to
car.
get in the car. Yeah, she grabbed the door handle. When she grabbed the door handle, that's when she mashed the gas. And then she kind of got pushed out the way by the vehicle because she mashed on the gas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I
So
misunderstood. But anyway, I
yeah.
still let that scenario slide out there. Maybe she didn't want to get in the car. She was acting like she didn't want to get in the car. She already made a deal with the devil. I don't know.
Well, it seemed like the door was locked because when she grabbed hold of it, it snapped back. You know what I mean? And then she kind of when she put her foot on the gas, then that's when she kind of got the side of the vehicle kind of mushed her out the way, and that's when she really that's when the ice agent was right in front of her, and then that's when we started hitting the shooting. So,
Well, okay,
but
let's just say they done made another deal with the devil. She gonna sacrifice her damn self so her damn girlfriend can get rich and have all the money and live live in peace and come to harm because she's kind of fucked over her in the head anyway,
Right.
and she sacrificed. Hey, y'all go ahead and kill me because I don't want to kill myself. But if y'all kill me, that means I don't have to start the game all over again.
I don't know, but the shit is saying the shit seems so fucking set up. You know what I mean? Because after that, that's when people start coming out the woodwork. I'm like, God damn! It's like somebody said action, and then all these people just came up from the side of the houses and from down the street. Cars were pulling up. I'm like, golly, and it was nothing but white people. It was
now
nothing but
you
white.
know. Now you know
So
the rules of the game now is you
yeah.
can't commit suicide and kill yourself. That's the only basic rule we got. Is we can't kill ourselves because
I
if we
know.
do, that means we gotta when we reincarnate again. Yeah, we gotta start all back over again. Don't nobody
Well,
want to
that's
do
why
that
I was.
shit.
That's why I wasn't going on. That's why I wasn't going on that theory that she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna set myself up to get murdered. And.
Yeah, nobody wants to
I
do it all
yeah.
over again. Like the
I
Hebrews
mean,
said, hey, the third dimension is like hell. Where were we
oh
born
yeah,
at? In the third
yeah.
dimension, because they said the lower fourth dimensions were like hell, Sheol.
Well,
So hey,
well, yeah.
where
You
were we
you think about
third
it. You think about it. I mean, they this war period is low vibration. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what
dimension?
that's what we've been trying. That's what we trying to tell people for for our years that the war is low vibration. I don't give a fuck. They made it sound like well, you know what I'm saying? You dying for your country, your country. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be free and all that. We first of all, we never been free. Second of all, you know what I'm saying? They're not telling them what's going on to these vets when they go over there, and then what psychologically, you know what I'm saying? They are
I
fucked up
disagree.
in the head. What you disagree on?
Uh, I'm gonna sing it in a song, but then I'm gonna elaborate on it. Now let me just see how I get this shit. Tell me why are we so blind to see that there's no such thing as freedom? But all of us are free. Cause yeah, you got there were born motherfucking free. They took your freedom and turned around and gave you the illusion of freedom.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Everybody motherfucking free. It's just a lot of motherfuckers don't want to be free.
Okay,
They
well,
they
well,
like they like living in a goddamn illusion cause it's real comfortable for them.
like,
Even though they ain't even sitting on the top, they like where they at
well, I
because they
mean,
fit.
you okay, and that's it. Yeah, you're right. But in a sense, is that people believe that they once sold on the stock market. They believe that this country over here, you know what I'm saying, we can live freely without with no judgment, with no, you know what I'm saying. You would think when you want to live free, you won't have to be paying for health care. You have to pay for most of this shit, especially water, and knowing that energy, we got, energy, it flows natural on this planet. Water is natural on this planet. So them two things we should not been paying for no way. You know what I'm saying? That should have been free. So,
Well,
look, everything,
electricity's supposed to be
everything
free
they,
too.
that's what I said. Electricity. I said electricity,
Yeah, 'cause they
it
get that
flow. Yeah, with
it come out
electricity
the
flow
damn
natural
ground.
on this planet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The energy flow natural on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And then too, on top of that, we energy. So I mean, common sense, no energy should be free, but they charge us for it. Water, you know what I'm saying? This planet is set over 70% water. We should be having water should be free. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna be paying for the air because they're gonna tell us some bullshit talking about, well, we running out of air. You know what I mean? I'm just saying they gave us the illusion that we are free over here, but how are we free? We pay for every damn thing, and then we going over there and fighting a war that we didn't start. That we basically half of us don't even know why the fuck we over there fighting for anyway. We just over there thinking what we just listen to what they told. Fight for your country. Your country, you will not be free if it weren't for the military. You know what I'm saying? And then they go over there and they come back fucked up. You know, they can't because they went over there and fought a mindless war. that they don't know why they fought for, but they came back fucked up. Now they can't get the medicine. Now they can't get the help that they need. You know what I mean? You would think, you know what I'm saying? You would think they would get the best everything because they put their life on the line. But not no athlete. See, athlete get paid way more than motherfuckers going over there and fighting a mindless war. See, you would think that would be the opposite, but it's not. So I'm just saying, we know war is low vibration. Now they trying to keep us in this. Now they trying to grow this civil war up to keep us more fucked up and keep us more in a low vibrational state. You know what I mean? Don't you see what they trying to do? Now we in another war with Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Now Venezuela talking about sending threats to Donald Trump. You better get all your peoples out of Venezuela. If not, we gonna start murking some of y'all who's over here. You know what I mean? You know, and then
Well,
you see
yeah,
what's going on. You see what's going
hold
on in Iran. Iran, the people over in Iran, they having an uprising because they can't see what's going on because they took their internet. You know what I mean? You know why they took their internet? Because they know people is getting waking up off TikTok, off the internet. They know people are getting awakened off the internet. So that's why they took their internet from over there to Iran. I don't give a fuck what anybody else say. They can tell you some bull crap, but they know they losing the information war. They know people are waking it up, and that's why Iran took their fucking internet over there, so they won't see on the outside. All right, I'm done. You go ahead.
well, I agree with all that. Well, most of it, anyway. Uh, yeah, that's probably you probably right about the. I didn't know they took the internet from the Iranians, but yeah, they have it. There's a uprising all the way around all the way across planet Earth. There's an uprising on
Mm-hmm.
the horizon
Mm-hmm.
because the the energy done changed on the planet. It's no longer beat my chest. I'm King Kong. I'm the man and I'm the shit and all that. And if I want to start a war, that energy gone. That Mr. Badass, I call it Mr. Badass energy. That Mr. Badass energy is gone. It's that love and healing energy is on the planet now. Where you want to be in oneness with everything and have peace and harmony and grow spiritually, mentally, and physically. That don't mean I'm talking about getting fat now. Grow. But grow. So everybody can grow up in harmony. And that's the type of energy that's on the planet now. And but really and truly we probably could have changed the energy ourselves a long time ago, but being sleeping blind and not having enough pieces of the puzzle put together and figured out to whereas we could have done this shit a long time ago.
Right,
But
right, right.
I guess the energy had to get right in order to really get everything flowing. Cause hey, the energy is moving now. Cause uh, shit, everybody talk about all the shit and all the lies now. Everybody, the ones that ain't
So
talking
20,
about it, and the ones that ain't talking about it, is cause they feel like they losing something, or they were part of the problem.
well, 2012 was the end of the Mayan calendar, and it was the start of the new age. If people wasn't into that, unifying and come together at that time, and or a couple of years after, we knew that this motherfucker was going to end up in some type of civil war. You know what I mean? We knew war was on the blink if people didn't start coming. We had a chance to divert a lot of this shit that we seeing now. You know what I'm saying? If we would just seeing through the veil then, you know what I mean? But people were still like taking a lot of this stuff was the conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? This stuff was, all especially when it comes out now to the vaccines and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't put a lot of information out about that, and now now all the shit and now it's come true now, or you seeing that it's a possibility it came with what we so called conspiracy theorists were saying. You know what I mean? Especially the HIV. You know what I'm saying? They saying that the outbreak. Everybody said, well, they don't know where this outbreak come from, but we told you that the outbreak was what I'm saying, sitting down and let them put that shit in your arm. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I think I did a
this what
podcast
this
or something on
outbreak
that a
came on.
couple years ago. Now this is how the dating scene gonna be. I was telling motherfuckers this is how the dating scene gonna be. Cause all these motherfuckers don't, cause here's the thing about it. Did you take the shot? Question number one. Question number two. Did you sleep with anybody else that took the shot? Question number three. Have you been eating and mixing and mingling at people's houses and they've been sticking their hands in their food and stuff? Question number four. Did you drink any so-called Pepsi or cola products after they said they put the damn vaccine in that? Man, the questions that could go on and on. Cause like I said, have you been eating fucking lettuce? Well, they said they did the lettuce. I don't know, but they said they did. But I know they got fake lettuce out there. Cause I seen them make it in the goddamn thing. Then you go out there in the damn supermarket and you find that lettuce out there that ain't in that refrigerator, and it's out there wrapped up in some damn cellophane, and you don't know how many days it's been laying there, but it still look pretty and green. That shit not real lettuce.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I'm just saying, all this shit is leading up to, what I'm saying, civil unrest. Civil unrest gonna come first because people, what I'm saying, people are getting restless right now, especially in America. We already knew that America's gonna get hit hard at this time. You know what I'm saying? Because we was the number one target for the deep state. You know what I'm saying? For all these years, to bring down America, bring down, you know what I'm saying, America. You know what I'm saying? America eat its babies. You know what I mean? So America is the number one target we need to bring down. So what they did, they started breaking us down within. That's the art of war. You know what I mean? So we've been in war, like you said, ever since Donald Trump came into his first term. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
This
true, man.
this
We've been at war ever since the
I
planet
mean
been
it's
in war
civil war.
for the last
It's
6,000
civil
years.
war.
But
Yeah.
we've been in a fucking civil war since 1490 motherfucking two.
Yeah.
For as we is
Yeah.
concerned, as the indigenous people, we've been in a fucking civil war and prisoners of war since fucking 1492.
Yeah.
Because our land has been occupied by foreign invaders posing as a motherfucking damn government.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just saying when Trump came in, that's when it really started going to start nothing started making sense anymore. You know what I mean? And they started raising war on the people on the right, and they start raising war on people that were speaking common sense on the YouTube and all the other platforms. They start censoring everybody that was vibrating high and looking through the veil. You know what I mean? So now you seeing, now the whole country done went, black black for the internet because they don't want them to get none of this information. They don't want them to start keep waking up. So because if they did that, what's on the back end? What's they play in this? Because it's telling me that they planning to do more false flagging over there and trying to get Russia and Iran really into a massive war. You see the UK. The UK, you can go and say it, the whole UK is under, what I'm saying, civil unrest. You know, Venezuela already they've been crashed and they've been under, civil unrest. You know what I mean? Yeah, now our country now you seeing all these cities and states is breaking into a small civil unrest. I mean, don't you see it's all it's growing up to be a massive thing. You know what I mean? So I say before summertime we gonna be in a full fledged motherfucking civil fucking war if it keep going like this. I mean,
And here's what
I
I
mean.
think.
But you saying it's kind of one sided in a way because now you got most of the white population is attacking what I'm saying the attacking the military, not military but ICE agents and shit, you know what I mean. They going after they're going after these agencies, my bad, let me say these agencies is attacking you know uh, law enforcement. So if that's gonna be basically mostly the agenda, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be war with the officials, not tying the politicians and the shit like this. This what we gonna be really seeing because I mean it's like it's been like this ever since Donald Trump came in the first time. So what you was gonna say?
When Donald Trump came to damn clean house, all this is to be expected if you come to clean house and the occupying forces, knowing they got to surrender every damn thing they got. Uh, I don't see no damn civil war unless it's just with the goddamn police. I don't see no
Okay,
civil war
okay,
amongst the damn people except for the fucking idiots like them motherfuckers up in Minnesota.
okay, okay, okay.
Uh, but I don't see no civil war like shit is going on in some of the other damn countries. No, I don't see that. But I do see some unrest because some of these motherfuckers are not ready and willing to surrender their motherfucking power. And I'm talking about this down here on the local level because, see, they'd already done cut off the head. They just trying to
Right,
kill the tail now. See, you cut off their
right.
head, the ass will die every time.
Right,
But
because they
see,
they was already told to release the wealth back to the indigenous people. They said that shit years ago. They said that before 2012, and they still ain't done it. They still
yeah,
ain't done it.
they got to I know they got an order that I know I read in 2022 about them supposed to be ceasing and desist. And this is after
Right.
we was in continuity of government. But see, the
Yeah.
deep state cabal got control of most of the country. So the problem was, especially in this one, because it's such deeply rooted in Babylonian black magic and all kinds of bullshit, that it was going to be hard to get somebody to enforce it unless it came through the military. And
Okay.
then again, since we're in 2026, I can say that back here last year, Mark Christopher
Mm,
issued the fucking order and told Trump he need to open up the fucking FEMA camps and start putting the goddamn police in the damn FEMA camp because they are a menace and a nuisance to society.
mm,
And ain't nobody enforced that shit yet. So
mm.
the only civil unrest I see is gonna be with these little assholes that think because they've been running a jurisdiction and this is my county, my town, and they've been at it for so goddamn long, and ain't nobody gonna come in here and tell them what to fucking do, and they gonna keep going by what they've been going by. Well, the motherfucker finna go.
Well, yeah,
That's
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I just wanted to see what you think about this this talk of civil war because you know we already talked about this years ago about let the evil ones kill each other off because that's what it's going to turn out to be really, you know what I mean. All these, what I'm saying, the evil gonna be turning on each other. Well, they spoke about that in the Bible anyway, you know what I'm saying. So You know,
Well,
let
if
you
everybody, if they paying attention to their little fucking Democrat heroes and their Democrat party, if they paying attention to them, and I ain't paying attention to them, but I still know it. They already turning on each other, and they've been turning on each other. It's
yeah,
just that
yeah,
they don't
yeah,
want to pay that shit attention. But them Democrats has already been turning on each other, and they at full
yeah,
force turning on each other now. They parties about being ripped apart.
yeah,
But who
yeah.
gives a damn
It
about
should
the party?
toe up. Yeah, it should toe up.
Because it ain't about the party no way, whether it was Republican or Democrat. Because, hey, they just two sides of the same damn coin.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
The only reason why Trump was on the Republican ticket because the cabal won't allow but two fucking damn parties to be engaged in the shit. Because, hey, I remember the independents and the other parties tried to run in previous past. You see, they got rid of that goddamn Tea Party, didn't
yeah, yeah.
they?
They got with the Tea Party. I was
Forced
gonna
the
think
Tea
about that.
Party. They forced the Tea Party into one of the other parties. Is what they doing. No, y'all ain't gonna be doing this shit. No, we gonna have two.
Well, you know, have you heard about Trump? Now they put out and saying that Trump he escaped another. Well, he diverted another assassination attempt. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, if they supposed to assassinate, if they do have assassinate, they gonna assassinate his clone. They ain't gonna assassinate the real Donald Trump. I mean, you know. So I'm just saying they put it out again that he supposed to have diverted another assassination attempt, and it seems like they trying to get closer and closer, you know. But what we'll see that time, I don't know. I can't dwell on it, but it just now, that I can tell they can't stand this man. They cannot stand this man, and for another reason why I'm thinking they can't stand is because they know that the man is not playing. Because if it comes out to it, if these tribunals is true that he already done got rid of a lot of these people already for treason. Oh yeah, they petrified of this man. You know what I'm saying? And they petrified he putting the crash into their order. So now it's talked about a new order, not new world order. It's a new order now. It's springing up out of this, and it's led by Donald Trump. So what you know about that?
I don't.
So that's what they screaming about. That's a new order raising up out of it, but it's more. They saying it's gonna be more prosperity. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, well, he
Uh,
is supposed to be implementing this shit called Nasara Jasara,
yeah,
and I hear he is supposed to bring your Social Security Trust Fund to you. Yeah, everybody's supposed to be already linked up to your shit, and if you got Social Security, now everybody's supposed to be linked up. If you got legitimate, now don't think the military ain't checked this shit out, make sure everybody finna let have this money ain't legitimate now. Shit. They done cracked all the codes and all the other goddamn shit. Now don't think they ain't they ain't done their homework on who's legit and who ain't legit. So
yeah.
but they supposed to have that shit, and I heard there's a possibility that like those foreclosures on them homes and shit, uh they supposed to give some of that money back. I don't know how far they gonna go back, but hey, they supposed to be giving some of that money back because them banks didn't have no right to foreclose on nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
they didn't have no right to
yeah,
foreclose. Cause see, when you sign on the dotted line for the house, you pay for the house with your signature. They took the money out your goddamn trust, but then
yeah,
they wait
yeah,
30
yeah,
let you be stupid enough to make the goddamn first payment. Then the account comes in existence, so you can pay them for the motherfucker. So you can pay them some extra money, so they can get paid
yeah,
twice. That's why I say they were double dipping.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they were
yeah,
double dipping. They the ones that took the money, took $100 million bond out in your name, and then traded you on the stock market and did real damn good with the motherfucking shit too. Yeah, they did real good with your motherfucking damn birth certificate, trust fund, social security shit. Yeah, trading your ass on the stock market. Yeah, they done good. That's why Trump said, yeah, y'all need to get some of this goddamn money back.
Okay,
It's
man.
actually y'all. It's actually the ones who holds the number anyway. They just
Okay,
don't know.
let me go right here then too, because a lot of people been still getting this information in that Donald Trump, went over in Venezuela to really take over Venezuela because of oil. Now, what's your take on that now? Because you have been doing your research. Because I mean, you made me see through this too. 'Cause I was like, yeah, that's what he was saying. He said, well, I'm over there, but
I
it's
still
not
ain't done
just
no
the
research
oil.
on that shit, but I can tell you what I think I know. I'll tell you what I know. Uh,
Right.
it really ain't about the damn oil. The oil been spread it out and been contracted out against damn China getting the oil, Iran getting some oil, fucking damn Russia getting some fucking oil. The oil's been traded out and abused on the oil black market anyway. They can probably get control of the oil, but it's something underground that's going on down there that had to be cleaned up. It's something about a bunch of damn child trafficking with some kids or some humans and maybe an alien underground reptilian base up under that motherfucker. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's something underground that was going on that Trump said we finna go down there and clean that shit up. We gonna use the motherfucking oil as the disguise and the cover of it.
Distraction. That's what I'm saying. He used
Yeah,
that for a
well
distraction.
that's what the military used with the damn corona vaccine bullshit. They let the deep state go ahead and do what they were gonna do. They just monitored and collecting all the goddamn evidence. They let them do what the fuck they were gonna do. And as a matter of fact, they might have even encouraged it. I don't know, but they let it fucking damn happen, and that's the reason why they used the the fake pandemic as a disguise and a cover to keep going around and with Earth Alliance to keep cutting off the head, because it's not easy to get rid of a 6,000-year-old cult in 4 years.
Hell no, because they pretty much, they got all the resources down. You know what I'm saying? They've been breathing too long. I mean, that's a long goddamn time.
Well,
You
it
know what I'm
ain't that
saying?
they done been breeding too long. They got it well all tuned and fine tuned right down
That's
to a
what I'm saying.
goddamn T.
Yeah, they got all the resources. They've been, you know what I mean? They in tune with everything now. They bought up a lot of shit. They own everything.
Everybody
So
works for them
yeah,
now.
yeah. That's what I'm getting at. You know what I
So
mean?
now
So
it's
yeah,
not easy.
yeah. 4 years ain't gonna take them out. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I mean? So
That's why Donald
so
Trump said, hey, y'all gonna make me a three-term president. Three-time president. That's what he said. 3 times. So it's gonna take 12 goddamn years to clean all this shit up.
yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So I mean, do
Now,
you think
he
do you do
already
you, do you
done that.
think do you think do you think Donald Trump is gonna be the last president that we ever see?
Yeah, under the damn Republic, yeah. Cause even the Republic
So
going away. Cause it's going back
so
to the original law of Turtle Island. Yeah. It's going back to the original Constitution of Turtle Island. Even the
so
Constitution
so
of even the 1789 Constitution is going away.
so basically, you can gonna count on that 3 terms or and 4 terms and 5 terms until all this shit really, what I'm saying, go away. Donald Trump he gonna be right there. He gonna be planted. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Oh man,
hey, now this is
that's gonna piss them liberals off, boy. It's gonna piss them off so bad.
well
You know.
they can go ahead and get pissed off now, because as I understand it, and if I was getting the information correctly, Anybody in America under the damn 1789 Constitution can own a legal firearm without a goddamn permit. Now, how
Oh
you
yeah,
like me
yeah,
now?
yeah. Oh yeah. See,
Hey,
but like I
I
said,
said, hey, I said anybody. The way they talk, the way they quoted it, they said anybody. That included criminals and the fugitives and felons too, cause that's included with anybody, everybody.
right, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so now they gone goddamn really gonna flip their fucking wig off their head then.
Well, I always, you know what I'm saying, since I was young, I always was questioning that. Okay, you pay for your firearm, and then you pay for your firearm, then they do a background check, you pay for that shit too, and then you gotta pay them to get a permit too on top of that shit. I was like, well, if you can buy a gun out of a shop and knowing that the shop is doing a background check on you, why would you have to have a permit just to, you know what I'm saying, just to shoot? So basically, if I ain't got a fucking permit, so I can't shoot that bitch. If my life was is in danger, you know what I'm saying? So I just got to it's just there for looks. I mean, it didn't make sense why they was charging you all this money, you know, and you can go into a store and they already do your background check on you because you have a firearm, and then you gotta go pay to go have a license to actually to defend yourself. So I always question that shit. You know what I mean? So now Tennessee agree with that too. You know what I mean? So now we can go buy, if we can have a gun, we can buy a gun, nigga. We can carry it. You know what I mean? So I'm so glad of that. So Texas the same way. So I'm just saying a lot of this shit didn't make sense. Now we gotta start making sense out of this shit now. You know what I mean? Because now we always heard that rumors of wars, and now we seeing the whole world is it seems like it's under fucking civil war alert. I mean, because you see it. I mean, people are fucking losing their minds right now because they can't even buy food no more. Or they gotta spend their whole check buying food, or they question if they should go buy gas or go to the grocery store. I mean, I'm just saying, it ain't got that fucking bad now, you know. And like I said, we talked about this. I was talking to my wife. I said, remember, I was talking to you about start stocking up, and she was stocking up food and medication and all this shit because it's gonna come to a time, because you look at how everything is going, we might be under siege. I said that years ago. You know what I mean?
All right,
So
well check this
now
out, then.
look at it now. Go ahead.
Since you brought up food, can't go buy food and shit. Well, check this shit out. This melanated brother, I pull up the fucking Kroger's, gonna go. I mean, not Kroger's, damn Publix. Gonna go in there and give me some shit. He talking about, man, I'm hungry. My house burned up and I ain't got nothing to eat. And I'm thinking like, well, I know that's a goddamn lie. I said, but if you hungry, I'll get you something to eat. Can you give me some money? I said, if you're hungry, I'll get you something to eat. He said, all right then, well, come on in, some chicken or something. Okay, I goes in there and I get the head a box of goddamn chicken. That shit about 10, 15 damn dollars. That thing got about
Right.
8, 10 damn pieces in it.
Well,
And
damn. Not 10, $15 no more.
no, yeah, about 10, $15, I think it was.
I
16, somewhere along.
I'm talking about now. It is $10, $15 now for
Yeah,
for a bucket of
yeah,
chicken.
I think it's got about 8, 10 pieces in it. I know it's got 8. They may have 10,
Okay.
but I know it's got 8.
Okay.
So I did him a box of chicken. I didn't want none. Even though that damn public chicken does taste pretty good sometimes, but the flavor's all in the fucking batter anyway. Uh, then I get my little shit. I give me some spring water, some of that Mountain Valley spring water, and I don't know, something else I had to get. But he walks all the way through the damn store with me. While I'm getting my shit out there, I done got the shit I was gonna get for him. I even get him a damn gallon of water to drink. Now, I'm up here at the counter, he's standing there behind me. I'm getting ready to pay for this shit. This motherfucker ease out behind me, he goes out the door. I see him going out the door, but I said, well, he gonna be out there waiting on me. Wasn't no sense them standing in line. No way he ain't had no damn money, right? So, hey.
Right.
Oh, I pay for the shit, I go out the door. I don't see him. I don't see the brother. I stand there and I look for 3 or 4 minutes. I don't see the brother. I just stand there and just put shit in the damn truck and I just stand there and look. I don't never find this brother. I ride up through the little strip mall. I don't see this brother. Why that nigga put me through that damn shit and he didn't want that food?
He wanted you to give him the money.
Well, he should have said, I want some money to go so I can go buy some drugs. Well, I might have gave him damn $5 in. Cause I ain't gonna give him no more. But, he said, I'll take the food. I said, well, come on, I'll buy you some food. See? He could have had a box of chickens. He could have took it back to his little damn homeless camp. Everybody could have ate.
He wasn't thinking like it. Like you said. He wanted him a blast. Man, because that's all you gonna get with $5. You know, you gonna get a blast. You know what I mean? So that's what he wanted. He didn't want no damn food. He was like, fuck that food. You know, I done met a lot of them like that. You know what I'm saying? I done came across a lot of them like that. You know what I mean? They wanted the money. They're like, no, I want the money. Like, why would you need the money? You just told me you need a sandwich. Now I'm buying you a damn sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So here goes the sandwich. Now I want the money. Well, you see, you can trade that sandwich back in for the money, then. You know what I mean? If they gonna let you.
Well, yeah, I know he really want. I knew he really wanted the damn money to get a blab, but since he said he'd rather, he said, I think I'll take the food. I said, okay, then let's get the food. Shit, no, he wanted the blabs more than he wanted that damn food. But then I was stuck with all this goddamn chicken. I was gonna eat all that chicken. I think I did eat a piece or two of it though.
Well, like I said, this food, man, this food, you know. That's why I said this food, you can go and say they raised war on us with the food. And we spoke about this shit years ago. You know, about them they were gonna go on and really, you know, try to disperse all the farming industry. They were gonna try to take all that shit over. And you know, we heard years ago they made farmers pour out their milk and crush their eggs and really, you know, destroy they crops and shit because you know because they wanted, you know, because they wanted to control the farming industry. So I'm just gonna go to I ain't gonna sugarcoat this shit, you know, because they say, well, they gave the farmers an excuse why they doing this and shit, but the real excuse is they trying to control the farming industry. They trying to control the food source. And the same way like they did the water, like they doing the water. You know what I'm saying? They controlling the water source. You know what I mean? So when their agenda get to its height, then you know we have to depend on them to feed us, depend on them to tears our thirst. You know, this is the whole agenda here. You know, but they know people waking up so fast. I mean, they waking up fast because all of a sudden, after this COVID came, this fake pandemic came in, people started waking it up, started seeing through the veil like, nah, these motherfuckers is trying to take us out, or they trying to go into their agenda, and that's all true. You know what I mean? So when people want to say the conspiracy theorists, we should call them truthers. They the ones with the message. They one with the truth. You should have been listening to them and should have been doing your research. So now all that shit that we were putting out on these platforms years ago now is coming into fruition now. So I'm just saying, I had people call me damn near, every week talking about that. Saying, man, damn, Dice, I should have picked up your podcast years ago and really, start commenting. But you know, it ain't about the past now. It's about what you understand now. So now we seeing the whole motherfucking world is starting to collapse now. So, well, their agenda is collapsing now, right in front of us. So now, like you said, I don't believe that it's going to be a civil war with the people. It's going to be the civil war against the government. It already showing signs of it. The governments,
Right.
they in trouble. They in trouble because the people want, they asking questions. Now, when all the shit that really come out there, now we've been knowing that about this COVID shit, that it was all a planned out motherfucking, uh, uh, uh type of war, to close us in from the Most High, because that's basically when you get that shot. You disconnecting yourself from the God's frequency. So now the truth is coming out. Now, man, people gonna lose their cool when they find out the absolute truth. You know what I mean? Because when that really set fire, that's gonna create a civil war on its own. And I do know it's gonna be out this year. All that COVID shit, people gonna really see that shit because you already see them now. They really putting the pieces together now with the HIV. So
Yeah, they put it together now.
yeah, because
I'm just glad they putting it together. Dice, you ever ate a
HIV.
shrimp burger?
What?
You ever ate a shrimp burger?
No, no, no.
They pretty damn good.
No, I ain't never had no shrimp
I'm about,
burger.
I'm about to finna go get me one.
Nah, I ain't never had no shrimp burger. Yeah. What's up?
They had a damn place over in Franktown called Big Shakes Fish and Chips, and
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, they had a shrimp burger over there, and that motherfucking shrimp burger was off. They had a Southwest, and then they had another style, but I don't know what happened to that place, but it went away. First the shrimp burger went away, and then they went away. But they used to have some damn hot ass motherfucking catfish. I know that. They had like five levels of heat. They had a death row, which you had to sign a waiver to eat. Then they had the executioner, I dare you to eat. And then they had this damn shit called Rambo. That was hard as I ever wanted to eat it. And the snap, drop, and roll is what I usually always get because it's a little bit fiery, but not too fiery. And then they had the mile. And then they just had another. But yeah, I used to eat the Rambo sometimes, but that was a little too damn hot. So snap, drop, and roll was where I liked it at. A little bit on the spice side, but not where it tear your taste buds up. That Rambo, yeah, you better get ready to goddamn put something cool behind your ass. And and that damn executioner, I dare you to eat it.
The name speaks for itself. I mean, just
Hey,
saying,
that executioner, I dare you to eat. But that death row, and you
like,
gotta sign a waiver for it. Shit, I'm just gonna look at your ass and laugh and walk off. Call me when you get
but
call me when you get out of the hospital, y'all.
okay, but back
Call
on
me.
the topic, at hand. That I'm running out of time over here. But what I just want to know what people think about this topic. Because we talked about this the other day. A lot of people don't leave no comments and stuff. I don't know if people, what I'm saying, they fear us. And they don't want to, they don't want to talk to us, or or we have them thinking too hard, or what. I want to know what people thinking and what they think about our topics and stuff, so we know what people wants to hear from us, and really we want to know what you're thinking. You know what I mean? You know because we don't really get I don't really get much comments in the comment box. You know what I mean? And you know, no, I didn't go to college. No, I don't got a college degree. I don't have no. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. A lot of motherfuckers that went to college and stuff and that I've been working around and been around. I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of them don't have no common sense. And a lot of them people, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these kids now can't even count money out to you. A lot of them can barely read these days. You know what I mean? A lot of them just been pushed, because they said they got this law now. No kids been left behind now. You know what I mean? So when people want to say, well, that person is educated, is that? You know what I mean? So just saying, you know, we on here to speak. We speak in messages, and we make up these topics, and we talk about them of what spirit gives. You know what I mean? And I don't know what people are taking us that serious, because we don't get no comments. We Gemini's now. You know what I'm saying? So we built on communication. You know what I mean? So we gotta communicate first before we start. Progressing. You know, because right now, like Dickie, like you said, we need to start creating unity now, because now we in a space of love now. You know, none of that low vibrational energy is gonna go now. Everything that was old is dying out. Don't you see it? You know, I don't want to be like 2 more years from now, and we was saying it then. Now it come back into fruition. We should have started, unifying. Start coming together, you know, because like you said, and it make a good idea that we need to come together and start trying to, you know, gain our own resources and start our own town, because right now we the ones that making the world go round right now, spin around, because a lot of us knowing got all these potential of creating, and we got all these skills. Without us, the deep state, the new world order couldn't exist. So if we start unifying now and start really coming together now and start, taking our life back, hell, we probably won't even see a lot of this shit that go down that on this timeline. You know what I mean? So what do you think, dude?
I don't know. Uh, I'm thinking shrimp burger.
That sounds like you trying to call it. You trying to call it quick earlier.
Yeah, I'm thinking shrimp burger. Uh, but as far as the civil unrest going on around the world, well, yeah, it's to be expected, because it's got to be a transfer of power, and the transfer of power is about to happen, and the transfer of power worldwide is about to happen. All the power is about to go back to the indigenous tribes of the earth. So yeah, there's a lot of uneasy people around the world now, because a lot of people finna get set out of the comfort zone that they know of. So therefore, uh, there may be a little bit of civil unrest, but I don't see nothing too drastic in my forecast for us. But I do see that there will be some damn hot-headed assholes who think they supposed to have power over somebody else, uh, getting into some situation that they ain't gonna be able to handle. But anyway, that's my
Well, I
thought
agree
on
with
civil unrest.
I agree with you, because all the people that vibrate on the high vibration, it's gonna miss all this war and all this bad shit that is supposed to happen on that timeline because like we spoke about the frequencies and shit and everybody who's vibrating high is gonna miss all that shit because they already spoke about the extraterrestrials already spoke about the smooth transitioning over to 5D and we spoke about this too and and right now, if you feeling every bit of all this transformation, and you having a lot of bad time in your life, a lot of stuff that's happening in your life, uh, you need to look at yourself and look what you see what you're doing wrong. If your vibration is high, because because like I'm gonna speak on it again, and then we can roll out of here, Dixon. I'm gonna speak on this again about war. War is low vibration. War, war is feeding the demonic entities, and and you can go back on my channel and look up. The military we used to use these red goggles back in the day. Well, see in the dark. They used to use the red ones. And when they was out there into on the ground, really it started when they was in the air. They was flying in the air and they put them goggles on. They was seeing flying fucking demons and shit. They was seeing all these demonic, what I'm saying, demonic entities in these damn glasses. So that tells you about war. Because they was wearing it on the grounds too when they was fighting and shit, and they was saying, they was killing. They thought they was killing. They was shooting at they buddies and shit, but they was seeing a demon right next to them or a demon flying next to them. So they was shooting at it. So war ain't nothing but a low vibrational frequency. So I'm just saying, if you get yourself out there in the midst of all this chaos that's brewing right now, and this warlike state, you know what I'm saying? It's low vibrational, yo. It's not gonna cut it. So I'm just telling people out there before you know what I'm saying, get out there and trying to protest and be out there with the rest of these clowns and trying to join these agencies and shit. I'm speaking to the ones that don't know. I'm speaking of the ones that come to this motherfucker and they don't know. They still trying to make their, decision up. So I go out there and la la la, and or I say I stay my ass indoors. And I'm gonna tell you, you need to stay your ass indoors and keep your ass from that shit because it's lowering your vibration. So I'm not gonna say it too much longer because that's the truth. So Dickie, your ending thoughts, and we can get out of here so you can go get your shrimp sandwich. You still there?
Huh?
You still there on your ending thoughts so you can go get your shrimp sandwich?
My ending thoughts is, hey, stay cool, stay calm, stay collective, so your ass can collect. And that's what I got to say. Stay cool, stay calm, and stay collective, so your ass can collect.
Okay.
And don't give all this Civil War shit too much damn attention. You give it too much attention, it just might manifest. Cause we're in manifesting mode, ain't we? So if you give it too much damn
Yeah.
attention, it might manifest for you. But I ain't got time for that shit. So anyway, one love, everybody. Dickie Jr. love you. All I can say is Ashe, and have a blissful rest of the week. Welcome to day one of the week, and welcome to the golden age, and welcome to peace and love and harmony on the way. Keep.
Well, I just want to say everybody. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank everybody for standing there for us, standing in y'all square. You know what I'm saying? I've been, we got some loyal, people that follow the channel. I love y'all. I definitely love y'all to the bottom of my soul. You know what I mean? And we doing, like I said, we doing the best we can to spread the message. This is the way we do it. You know what I'm saying? We don't do it like other people. You know what I'm saying? And how I make our videos is so different, So if anybody got any comments, please just put it down in the comment box. We would love to answer that. And then on top of that, we trying to get Alexis K. Tyler in by the end of this month, do an interview. The second one, I know everybody missed the first one. And that first one, I just wanted everybody to listen to that first one because that first one was, man, that first interview was deep, I guess that's why they took it down off of YouTube. We didn't get to pass it along, but when we get her in on this time, it's definitely gonna be a good live. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna reach out to Rod Hayes one more time to see if he come back on and do another one because we do got this one. So please go check that one out if you missed that live with me, Dick, and Rod Hayes. It's on the channel. It's on all the channels. So go check that out on YouTube. I post the thumbnail so you can and the link so you can go punch in if you ain't haven't listened to that live. I mean, we're gonna try to have a lot of people this year that do what we do and they got their own messages and they want to put out there to people. We're gonna try to reach out to them to do interviews. So I want to say once again, I love you all for listening. Please like and all you newcomers, if you like this channel, please hit that subscribe button and please share this long and wide. And please comment. So like I said, I want to know what y'all thinking and what y'all opinions about this live and the other lives. And then before I go, um, I've been posting the old lives off the Telegram channel. Please, if you're not following us on Telegram, the Telegram is we are hashtag Mission TV Dickie Jr. and Dice Game Show is on Telegram. Please join us on Telegram, Instagram at Dice Game 615 at Dickie underscore Junior 19. Please, you know what I'm saying, show your love and you know what I'm saying, your support. And if we get enough support, we'll start trying to travel. I'm not joking on that. We're gonna try to travel to your city so that's my goal. I don't know what Dickie goal is, but my goal is to travel, come to your city, and do and speak to y'all face to face. So I want to see faces. You know what I'm saying? I don't do well on the internet as much as I do in live in person. It is real. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there and stay away from that low vibrational shit. Bam.